Ladies and gentlemen, for me personally, the energy has been super duper intense. Now, did you see that? That was a super major mega filament that ripped off the sun the other day. And it will probably have a glancing blow to us on Earth. And then we had this filament tear off here. And so when the sun acts weird, Earth weather acts weird, and people lose their mind. Also, we have the date, which is the 27th that I've been warning about for a while, and the 5 days after. We've got a bunch of severe weather moving through the upper north today. And then you got an orange bean in the middle, and then tomorrow you got 2 yellow beans of severe weather, and then the day after tomorrow you've got another area to watch for severe weather, and they're pretty much all picking on the same place. And then things are kind of crazy all over. At least 60 injured after a large explosion at military warehouse in Kazakhstan. And then you just had another C-class flare, which is from AR-2859. It's been a very active sunspot. Here, industrial engineer Henri Chiores shows us we've had a shortwave radio blackout in these areas. So if you were trying to shortwave radio in here, you're having some trouble. You've got probable supercells and maybe tornadoes ripping through the Canada by the New Brunswick-Maine border. Whoa, look at those supercells, says BG. We got super nasty, crazy wildfires. The U.S. Storm Watch. Yet another dangerous wildfire has started in the Sierra foothills. The newly started Washington fire is burning in the wildland-urban interface near Jamestown and Sonora. And then pick a problem in the Atlantic or the Caribbean. We'll start with TD9, which technically now is Tropical Storm Ida, which is headed probably towards Louisiana and has an excellent chance to rapidly intensify into a Category 2 or Category 3, if not bigger, hurricane. So it has to be watched closely. Now, warning, if you are in the Gulf Coast and you have a weak stomach, you may not like what I'm about to show you, but this is Asteroid Fight Club, and sometimes there ain't no sugar in the damn spoon. Look here. It's either going to be a Cat 1 or Cat 2, Cat 3. And it could even be worse than that. We'll have to continue to pay attention. All right, I warned you. Are you ready? This is the latest GFS. Now, we start out, and like I said, everything can change, but this is on the 27th, 28th, 29th, boom, 30th. Make landfall in Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi area. And then you get another one, that September 3rd hurricane we've been watching for like 2 weeks. That would drift into the Gulf and head more west now. Now, a lot can change. That would be a major hurricane. So you're talking about 2 hurricanes in a 10-day span, man. Now, a lot can change on both hurricanes, although we're getting pretty locked in on the first one, Ida. The second one, that's a week later, so we can worry about it then, really. But this could make landfall, Ida, I'm talking here, as early as Sunday, as late as Monday. And then you got one that would be following soon after it, probably, since this is the one the models have been tracking for like 2 weeks straight. And where it could go, that one nobody really knows. But I got a bad feeling, just like last year, everything got sent into Louisiana. A version of that may be true again this year, which means that Louisiana may get the short end of the stick again. Let us hope not. Let's hope they can tamp it down. But almost all the indications I've seen from people say that the first one, Ida, could be a major, major, major problem. Now, the Euro has Ida going into Louisiana on the 30th. Gem has it going into Louisiana on the 29th, 985. NavGem brings Ida in on the 30th, 983. And the Icon brings it in 75 hours on Sunday at 985. So we're talking about Category 1, Category 2. There's chance that the Gulf intensifies things. So I'm not saying it's definitely going to be Cat 3 or it's definitely going to be a Cat 2, but this is the Gulf of Mexico. This is super bath hot waters, and people need to be prepared. And I wouldn't be 1,000% locked in. I just recommend if you're from like here to here, I would continue to watch the path, because this is 2021. 2021 keeps on getting 2021 here. Capiche, man? So we got a lot of things to deal with. We got a lot of things to watch. And I had warned that during this time, You could see the virus peaking. You could see hurricane season peaking. And technically, climatological hurricane season peak isn't until the 10th, which means we literally have 2 more weeks before the peak of hurricane season. And then you got wildfire, virus, plague, and then like social unrest, people being mad at each other, nobody getting along. And you got the Eris Pluto square tomorrow. And then a week from that, around the full moon or new moon, you got the like black moon Lilith shit. So we are in for a just challenge after challenge after challenge, and wave after wave after wave. And hey man, I'm not here to blow smoke up your ass. I don't want to get near your ass anyways. I'm staying away from people for a couple months. But the next, like September and then October and November and December are going to be rough, man. Like this fall and winter could be rougher than last year. So that's why I highly recommend everybody work together and drop your damn grudges and drop blaming people over stupid political crap. Hey, do you know I had all three of my 4 best friends in the universe are conservatives. And they all contacted me. 2 called and 1 came over. And they wanted to talk about how distressing the situations are. And yeah, dude, like we're in for a rough fall and winter. So it's better. So it's like, that made me a good example of we disagreed on a lot of things, not everything. But just that we all agree that, man, people are going to have to calm down and work together over the fall and winter. You know, we still probably going to have some supply chain issues. Some people have estimated we may have economy issues. There's a lot of issues that we're going to have to be dealing with. So it'd be great if, you know, everybody could be cool and put aside their differences until we get into 2022, which I think will be better. And we almost all agree that 2022 will be better, especially the spring and the summer. But that's a long way off, it seems. Hey, so yeah, we have 2 sunspots in the sun right now. Just letting you know. And the last like 3.5 days when I've not been looking at information and making videos, I've just been laying face down, drooling, going, oh God, when will it get better? Praying and shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh Lord. I think I'm almost through it though. But hey, we survived everything before this. Technically, we'll probably survive the next few months. Not all of us though. But people are dying more than they used to be. No doubt about that. South Fire started making a run this afternoon on the east side of Little Creek Road. It's putting up significant smoke and is in an extremely steep terrain along power lines. Water drops are difficult in this area. And as an optimist, it's always dark for me whenever I'm like, oh, what if it doesn't get better ever? Although I think the spring will be better, but I do think the fall and winter are going to be rough. Anyway, anywho, I think people in the Gulf, especially New Orleans, Alabama, Mississippi, should be watching out for a Category 1, Category 2, possibly Category 3 hurricane. We will continue to monitor it. It is about 75 to 80 hours out. And, you know, once it gets past Cuba and into the Gulf, that's when we really need to watch it for rapid intensification. Hopefully they can hit it with dry air, prayers, wind shear. But the waters are so hot in the Gulf. Yeah, models are keeping it tame and lopsided until Friday afternoon, and that's when it could wrap up, get past land, and rapidly intensify. AccuWeather forecaster said it's likely that Tropical Depression 9, which is now Tropical Storm Ida, will strengthen and could rapidly develop into a Category 3 hurricane and threaten the U.S. in a matter of days. Now remember, Asteroid Fight Club, Prayer Warriors, Atmospheric Defense Team, if somehow we're lucky enough to get hit by just a tropical storm and this thing craps out and is a bust, nothing will make me happier. But you'd better prepare for damn Category 3. You know what I'm saying? That's how it works. Pray for the best, prepare for the worst. And, you know, I've been talking about the September 3rd hurricane for a while, weeks, and then the one just popped up kind of before it, Ida. So we better, you know, keep our eyes focused and our mind in the game. Game faces on. Frank Strait, TD9, will strengthen Ida soon. Now, looking like a serious hurricane problem for Texas and Louisiana. Texas, let's definitely not lead our guard down. And I'm not like, nobody knows, like I keep saying, everybody along the Gulf needs to keep watching this thing. A chance that remnants head our way at the middle of next week. Hopefully not. 97L, still a good chance for this to develop. Fish mixer if it does. But yeah, 2 of these 4 are probably going to be problems for us, bro. Or at least we probably got 2 hurricanes in the next 10 days, is my guess. Models now both suggesting Cat 2, Cat 3. So, it's going to be a very interesting time for us. That would be the second one. This would be Ida, boom. And then a few days later, here comes the second boom. So, lots of people have been talking about the chance of a rapidly intensifying major hurricane landfall for days. So this is not fear-mongering. This is just me preparing the worst case and best case scenarios for you. And Mark Trello letting us know, shit's on fire, yo. That is true. And we are back into the over 1,000 deaths a day in the USA with the coronavirus days. Texas coming in at 210 today. And all the stats aren't even in yet. So, and Florida just stopped reporting altogether. And the Caldor fire and the Dixie fire have just been super scary, nasty, damaging, dangerous. People have been really good about evacuating this year, though. So, yep, not a whole lot of good news in this one. But we kind of knew that the period leading up to the 27th and then the 5 to 7 days after would be crazy, didn't we? Yeah, we did. All right, so God bless everyone. God bless Dolly Parton. God bless dogs, cats, animals, and everybody cool out there. And I'll talk to y'all in the near future. Peace out. Stay cool.